A comedy show with a purpose is headed to Augusta this weekend. And joining me today to talk about Laugh, Don't Shoot is Larry Coupe DeVille, or should I call you Reverend Jones?
Coupe DeVille is cool.
Okay, well, thank you for joining
now.
us for now. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me get it straight. So you're a former correctional officer and you're a stand-up comic, but your tour is addressing something that's a crisis here in America.
Absolutely. One of the biggest crises, gun violence. Yeah, definitely. I am a corrections officer, a former corrections officer, probation officer, and just realized that there has to be something done.
Yeah.
Not let it get to that point, you know.
So was it a light bulb moment for you that said, like, hey, I want to go ahead and talk to folks about this?
Yeah, the light bulb moment recently was in 2020 when I had a gun pulled on me.
My Lord.
Yeah, I've never had that happen before.
Yeah, me either. So tell me about that situation if you don't mind me asking.
A car zoomed in front of me and made me swerve, right? I swerved in another lane. Thank God I didn't get hit. And then we met at the light at the same time. And we met at the light. My window was down, his window. Yeah. Now, I shouldn't have said what I said. I ain't perfect. The only thing I said was, man, you did all that and we end up at the light at the same time anyway.
Yeah.
Dude got mad. You know, he looked at me and opened the door. I said, oh. I'm
second thought, that's okay.
I want to say I was just playing, but he walked and he was pulling out, he put the gun, had the gun just put out in slow motion. Yeah. And as he was walking towards me, I couldn't go anywhere because first of all, cars were coming this way and I was trying to turn.
Did your light flash before your eyes?
Absolutely.
When that happened? Yeah.
Because I didn't know what I was going to say, didn't know what to do. But the funny part about it is he had on a New Orleans Saints jersey, all right? So I said, I got this thing in my mind where I always say FOP, focus on the positive. That's what I teach the kids. I said, let me focus on the positive. Positive, he got on New Orleans Saints. So I said, hey, man. I said, look, man, you got on the same, we vote for the same team. I said, we on the same team, you know, and he just sat there and looked. And then I tried to, what made him laugh was I ended up saying, no low, you know. And that's not even their logo. I forgot their slogan. You know their slogan?
But you just trying to make them laugh.
Yeah, I tried, no low. I thought that was the New Orleans. He just looked and just started laughing and just backed away. And he said, he started talking to himself. So that's what I did with mental health too. He started saying stuff like, I'm trying not to. He got back in his car. And I was like saying to myself, I'm trying not to run this light.
So you consider yourself a funny man whenever you're in tough situations, you try to find the positive and laugh about the situation.
Absolutely. I mean, the comedy show idea came about a couple weeks later as I contemplated that situation.
Okay.
Just wondering how many other people out there with this mindset of hurting somebody for something simple, you know, and they should laugh, don't shoot. Yeah. No, and so that's really where the idea came from.
You think folks should be more positive because that's the name of your curriculum program, right?
Yeah, definitely. Be more positive is actually be more positive. It has two names. Obviously, I want you to be more positive, but More is my oldest brother who got in trouble a lot. And I used to tell him, I said, man, if you do what you're supposed to do, I'll name my company after you.
Nice.
No, his last name. So I said, be more positive. So it has a play on words.
So let's talk about this comedy tour that you have coming up Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, it's a comedy show, Laugh, Don't Shoot, at the Icons Sports Bar and Grill. We are going to different clubs across the country. Doesn't have to be a big club right now, but hopefully we hope to gain the sponsorships to go into some of the arenas and pull in a whole bunch of bigger name comedians and more established people. But what we want to do is just lay a spark plug out there to say, listen, let's laugh, don't shoot. We don't know if we can make a difference, but we want to at least plant that seed. And another thing that sparked that is I heard on the news where they said somebody made the mistake of saying the gun violence is a national disaster in America. And I was thinking, gun violence is not a national disaster. A tornado, a hurricane is a natural. Gun violence is preventable.
Right.
You know, so we kind of wanted to, I thought that was funny. I said, we need to set these people straight.
Absolutely.
We can make a difference with gun violence.
Yeah, so let's make a difference and get folks to come out to your show. So tell us about the tickets and stuff. How can folks get them?
$20 right now, simple $20. That's a Big Mac, fries, and 2 apple pies. And I know because I had too many of them, you know.
And I'm hungry right now. You're talking about food.
No, it's just $20 right now to come on out and enjoy the show. We have some really good comedians. Lorenzo Williams from here.
He's from Keysville.
Yeah.
Because I interviewed him a couple of times.
Really? Yeah. He's from here. We got Skylark Andrews, a great comedian. We got 2 comedians from Atlanta. One is Greg Langford. Greg Langford is on tour. He goes on tour with the hilarious Jess Hilarious. Okay. You know, pretty popular out there. So he tours with her. He's gonna be here. And then we have Christy Gaynell. Christy Gaynell, who's just a funny up and coming comedian. So we're gonna pack the house.
Sound like y'all gonna do that. Let me ask you another question. So you're a Paine graduate. So how has Paine and being here in Augusta kind of shaped how you are in your career at this point?
Well, when I came to Paine in the mid '80s, I only had $50 in my pocket, and
Typical college kid.
but I didn't get accepted to Paine. I didn't come like a normal person who got accepted. I came leaving the situation. I was really on the streets and stuff, seriously. And I, from Indianapolis, I said I have to go. I came down here to visit with a church, and this school, I went here and I went to Atlanta, some schools in Atlanta. I said I need to get all the way away.
Absolutely.
So Augusta, and you know what made me really choose this school? When I came to visit, one of the administrators at Augusta said, I want y'all to understand, we might be in a smaller city, but this ain't no ranky-dank school now.
Okay.
He really said, he said, this ain't no ranky-dank school. I said, that's where I need to be. But seriously, I came here, man, and Paine gave me an opportunity. That's why I love HBCUs. They do stuff that people don't necessarily, you can't put on in writing. You can't put on paper. And what they did, they gave me.
because they understand the culture of
That's
Black
right.
people.
They said, we'll let you come down for 1 semester, see how you can work it out, you know. Got me a job down here in Augusta, one of the restaurants, and I came down, they gave me that 1 semester, I proved them, and 4 years later, I graduated.
And look at you now.
And look at me now.
Yeah,
when I graduated, I was probably 180. Now it's like,
because you're eating good. That's all.
I'm eating too good. Paine, you did too good of a job for a brother. Look at me.
Well, shout out to Paine.
Shout out to Paine
So,
College,
you know, if folks want to find you on social media, I'm pretty sure you're on there because you're big and famous and everything. So how can we find you?
You can find me at Comedian Coupe DeVille on Instagram. Also, Laugh Don't Shoot. We need some people to come and join us on Laugh Don't Shoot. Okay. I'm pretty active with my brothers at Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. I want to say I thank them for their support as well. And Facebook and all that other good stuff. I got a character called Reverend Charles. You brought up Reverend Charles.
I just brought him up.
Yeah, Reverend Charles. You can go to YouTube and look at some of my Reverend Charles characters.
Yeah.
But don't listen to his advice. I promise you.
It's just for there for entertainment, I guess you could
Just
say.
for entertainment. Yeah. You know, I don't know if you know the last quote. I don't know if I can finish the little piece with Reverend Charles. Like,
listen, it's just like this right here.
Yeah.
If this message has been good to you, then you send me some money, but you don't have to mail it. You know, just call me and I'll come and get it.
Okay.
I ain't got no church right now.
Right. I think that was the last one I watched.
Man.
Yeah.
We should definitely laugh a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that hopefully we can plant that seed to make that happen.
Because, you know, life is, you know, often serious, so might as well laugh about it.
Even with comedians, you see what's happening with the comedians lately. With Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, 2 of the biggest names. And out of my top 3 comedians, those are 2.
Yeah.
You know, the other one I'm thinking about, but those are definitely 2. And for them to go through what they went through this year.
So while I got you here, how do you
crazy.
feel about that?
I think it's sad, you know, because comedy is supposed to be comedy. I should be able to talk about anything and we should be able to laugh, you know. If I sit here and talk about your bald head, look, I got one too.
Right, exactly.
And ain't nothing wrong with it nowadays,
Right.
but we laugh about it. You're not gonna sit here and you talk about my bald head. Keep my bald head out your mouth. I scared you, you know what I'm saying?
Life is too stressful to get upset about stuff
It
like
is,
that, my
man.
friend.
It is. We have to laugh, you know, and we hope that we could at least plant that seed. And we thank the Augusta community with their love and support that they've shown us already.
Yeah.
You know, this right here. You know, you guys are set. As we plant the seed to laugh, you guys are planting the seed for us to plant the seed.
Because we got to work together.
We got to work together. That's what I'm talking about.
Larry, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so
Charles.
much.
Hello, Augusta.
Thank you.